Hello, this is Scott with Rizzo Controls, and this video is about how to clear a passphrase on a Niagara 4 station. Today, I am using a developer version of Niagara at version 4.15. The passphrase is there to protect the supply chain, and we'll talk a little bit more about what it is and what it's protecting at the end of the video. In the beginning here, let's get to clearing it. So I'll expand my host and expand my file system and expand my user home. Under my user home, I've got a stations folder. And in here, I've got my N4 intermediate starting station. I'm going to expand that and just double click config.bog. And in order to clear this passphrase, I'm going to go up to my toolbar here, hit this bog file protection button. We have lots of radio buttons available in 4.15, more so than earlier versions. If I just wanted to clear the passphrase and anything that depends on it, I'll pick that radio button, click Update, click Close, and then don't forget to save the bog file. That's a left click, that Save button. Looks like an old floppy disk for those of us that are old enough to remember floppy disks. So that's how you clear the passphrase on an offline N4 station. As to what it actually is, let's create a scenario where maybe we've got a supervisor station, some version of N4, and we've got a JACE. And let's say that this JACE is on a remote site, right? Maybe it's got less security, it's a water treatment plant, it's open 24/7, whatever. The objective of this particular passphrase is to protect sensitive information. What do we mean by sensitive information? We're talking about credentials between other devices. And we're not talking about users. User credentials are not necessarily protected by the passphrase, but the credentials that you use, say, between your Niagara network, your Niagara network driver, that is protected, right? That credential store that we see when we're adding a Niagara station to our supervisor, those credentials are protected. Very similar to the RDBMS database driver as well. Any kind of driver credentials, those are going to be protected by the passphrase. And being that we cleared out these credentials in this intermediate starting station, if I needed credentials to, say, talk to a supervisor in its Niagara network, I would have to either create new credentials or use different ones because those would be gone.